Well, I must say, yes, I'm a long distance supporter for Borehamwood Football Club, otherwise known as the Wood Army. I purchased last week the home jersey and the third strip, which is the white, obviously, and the black one. I already have the second strip, the away strip, that wavy Man City blue colour. And that I ordered on the Monday and it arrived on the Wednesday. And yesterday, which was the 14th of December, a soft package came via the Royal Mail, and our lass opened it, and it was another home jersey and the third black strip, and addressed to me, obviously. So I checked my account on the Borehamwood app, and sure enough, there's only one order for one of the home jersey and the third strip. So somehow there was some technical glitch, and somebody must have got the impression that it hadn't been completed. It was still an open order, and that's why I got a second set of the home jersey and the third strip. Anyway, I rang the club and spoke to a nice lady, and I said, I've been sent a second order of the home and third strip, but I got mine last week. Oh, have you? Could you call in? I said, well, not really, because I live other side of Doncaster. Could post it to you. So I went down, eventually got parked up a bit further away from the post office than I wanted to, because the parking in the green in Fawn is a pig's arse at best of times. And got a big envelope as I went in. He lent me a pen, filled it in. It comes about £4 or £5, something like that. Did it tracking? They should get it hopefully Wednesday, if not, it'll be Thursday. Anyway, I took pictures and communicated via email to the info@Borehamwood email address, and I cheekily said, is there any chance you could send us a keyring? Like a little bit of cheeky compo for, it was on like £4.60, that's including the envelope, so it wasn't like going to break the bank or anything. And somebody called at Borehamwood Football Club, Loretta, said yes, find something to send to you. Now, it could be a keyring, which apparently according to their website and the app, which is the same thing but obviously a different way of approaching it, the keyring, which is the same colour as the away shirt, has long been out of stock. So it could be a mug. It could be might rustle up a keyring from somewhere. So yeah, I'm a long distance Wood Army supporter. I've got all three kits, home, away, and the third kit. Beanie hat, although it isn't the one with the club badge on it. It's got Wood Army on it. But yeah, from a distance, one day I'll probably get down to the Magnata Stadium, Magnata Development Stadium, otherwise known as Meadow Park, not far from BBC Elstree Studios, because if you see them 2 blocks of flats, which you've seen a lot of films done around the 70s in Borehamwood, especially the On the Buses films. Well, the first 2 films, not the last one, at the holiday camp. Literally, that's a stone's throw away from Meadow Park. But I thought it was charming that she must have thought that surely there can be nobody outside of Borehamwood, Radlett, St Albans, Aldenham, and of course, let's not forget Elstree, which is Elstree and is not Borehamwood. I think there's groups on Facebook where they are quite adamant about this, and they are quite passionate about this. Elstree, not Borehamwood, in capital letters, and Borehamwood, not Elstree. The only connection is obvious is the train station, which is the top end of Shenley Road, bordering Allen Lane, is called Elstree and Borehamwood, but that's the train station, because obviously it serves both Borehamwood and the nearby village of Elstree, where my beloved pub, sadly no longer with us, is now a daycare place. I think that's on Elstree Hill North. It was the Hollybush. It's now, it was a couple of years ago, Little Raccoons. But that was my sanctuary when I was down there quite a lot. And obviously the other links are the 2 studios, the 2 remaining studios in Borehamwood. Obviously there's the BBC Elstree Studios, which I think is off Clarendon Road, and there's another entrance to it other side of the studio if you're going past the flats, and there's that little ditch to your left. I know name of the road is off my top of my head, so that's kind of if you're going towards the side of the studios where I think you get to the Meadow Park. So because I remember once I was heading down to what's now called the Oak on Rosington Avenue. Back then it was the Shooting Star, and it was the landlord was the same landlord that I knew from the Hollybush, Paul Hussein. He had a little help from his then his future father-in-law, Ray Steer. But on this occasion, he'd left the Hollybush, and the Hollybush was never ever taken over, as far as I know. It was just left to become a vacant lot. And there's a video on it as well from the architects or the real estate people showing a stripped out Hollybush, with the bit where it was kind of a building extension. Before it was a drive-through, but when now there it was a bricked up extension where there was a nice settee and lighting. That was the massive sheet of boarding against that. You can't see that bit, but the bars is all there. But and they go upstairs, but I don't think I can find that now. But it'll be there somewhere. But anyway, I was walking past the other entrance, not off Clarendon Road, but the other side, as if you're going towards Meadow Park, and somebody was there with a clipboard. They were asking me if I wanted to be part of the audience for a celebrity quiz special. I think it was, I don't know what the quiz show was. It was, it might have been something like EastEnders versus Coronation Street, or Emmerdale versus Coronation Street, and it was being filmed at the BBC Elstree Studios, out just off of Shenley Road and all that. Obviously the other one, I mean, people who live in the area will know all this anyway. is on just up of Studio Way, which is a lot of industrial buildings there associated with film industry, and there's quite a lot of hotels. And I think there's the fire stations there, and maybe police station as well. There's a lot of hotels like Ibis, Holiday Inn, Premier Inn, and all that, and a lot of, say, lighting, all stuff to with studios. And there's obviously the LG studios there, up at Studio Way. But yeah, I've sidetracked a little bit. I haven't been to Borehamwood for over a decade, but there's always that love there. Stemming from when I first went in March 2009. And I singled out the Hollybush using those pub review websites. One was Pub Utopia, another one was Beer in the Evening. I don't know if these are still in existence, but I think it was probably Pub Utopia, which I just searched the area, found where it was. And all I remember was I had a little pit stop because I was there, and there was a chubby man who was the barman, landlord at the time. I was serving behind the bar anyway. And all I can remember was he was wearing a Chelsea football shirt. And I'm not sure if race day was around that time, or when next time I went down, he might have been there just hanging about. I think he's like North London based. But yeah, I think it was race day who kind of was there behind the bar when I first started going down regular, helping out his now son-in-law, Paul Hussein. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I've kind of gone off track. It's related to Borehamwood, Elstree, Radlett, St Albans and all that, and Potter's Bar, but Oldham. But I started off at the football club, and I was sending my order again from last week, but I have been honest, and yesterday, just before 4 o'clock, went to the local post office and returned it. So whatever they're going to send, whether it be a pair of mugs or whether it be a keyring, I would appreciate it very much, because I have returned, I think it was, if you include the standard first class packet Royal Mail track and trace thing, you're looking about, well, the two shirts alone will be £100 because the Puma. Even though the badge is ironed on, they are Puma jerseys, and they're about £50 a piece. So if you bought all three of them, if you include the £9.99 Royal Mail, you're looking at about £159.99 for all three jerseys. But obviously this is the home jersey and the third strip, which, as I said, came last Wednesday and arrived yesterday, Monday, because obviously today is now Tuesday the 15th of December. Of course, any updates for the 4 people that will be bothered, I will, when it comes, I'm guessing it'll be end of the week now, I'll show what it is, even if it is just a keyring that I've asked for, which is constantly out of stock. We will notify you when it's in stock, but it's never been in stock that I've been monitoring the website version or the app version of the Borehamwood, because it's like everything's all in one. Like LFC, they're so big that they've got their own separate club shop. I mean, it'd be nice if Borehamwood could set up some kind of streaming service for like Borehamwood members. You know what I mean? Like chip it, a bit like All Red's Video, but obviously on a much smaller scale. I mean, if it's possible, if they somehow can get away without this Because for some reason, it's one of these that I can't seem to find. I briefly touched upon it. It's pronounced DAZN. Well, apparently the chairman had a bit of a long rant about DAZN. Obviously spelt DAZN. Oh, God, he went on and on and on. He's not happy with the times, the kick-off times and all that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because let's say my original subject, I've kind of gone off tangent and I've gone around the hills and far away. So it's time to quit while I'm ahead.